What's up, y'all? So, I gotta pull this up. I'm been stressed out, but I'm not gonna give up on my Spanish learning. As much as to get through and time constraints. Okay, I'm just pulling it up. So, if you watched the movie on Saturday, thank you for watching the movie. If you did not, please go back and watch the movie. We had a Spanish movie. It was, I can't even pronounce it. Let me see. What was the name of the movie? Okay, here we go. Verbena Trágica. It was really juicy, a lot of drama, scandal. um, and I was like, whoa, I was not expecting the ending. It was so sad. I didn't cry, but I wanted to. And yes, so what I did was I kept paying, I would listen really, really closely for words that I recognized, and then I just kind of repeated them. I watched the movie 3 times, y'all. I watched half, well, two, if you want to be technical. I watched half the first time with y'all. Then that was last weekend. Then this Saturday, well, last Saturday just passed. Um, I watched the whole thing with y'all. But the day before, I don't know why I thought it was movie night on Friday. But I watched the whole thing on Friday just so I could, once I realized, oh wait, it's Saturday instead of Friday. Sábado instead of viernes. I said I'm gonna still watch it. I'm gonna still watch it so that I know, if something happens, I'll really be able to pay attention to where we stopped, whatever. And I watched the whole thing un viernes, todo la, I forgot, cinema, no sé. And then I watched the whole thing on Saturday with y'all. And I would say from the first time I watched it to the last time, the third time, I really was able to hear way more words, follow it a lot better. So I think this is a really good strategy, is not only learning the technical aspects, the sentence structures and growing your vocabulario, pero also, and because I feel like that part helps you get comfortable with speaking. But the part like watching the movies help allows you to get comfortable listening and making sure, like, enunciation, making sure that you're enunciating the words correct, but also hearing the different like dialects or accents, because I felt like I was like, wait, this don't sound like the Spanish. This sound like the Spanish I'm learning, but it sounds proper. But then again, it's a movie, so these are people with from different Spanish speaking backgrounds. I knew almost immediately the policía, um, probably didn't speak Spanish. It just didn't sound natural, and honestly, it felt like maybe two other characters didn't Spanish wasn't either their primary language, or they just learned it for the movie. I'm just saying. Um yeah, so give me one. Oh, where's it? So we have another one. If you have a suggestion for a movie, that would be nice. But it has to be in public domain. It has to be available for public domain, meaning there's no copyright on it. That's how I'm able to do movie night. And so I hope that y'all come to this week's movie night, sábado. Okay? Hopefully we'll be able to speak más lengua. Más palabras en español. Yeah. So we made it to chapter 2 of unit 1. And Friday was Friday was lesson 2. So we're on lesson 3. We made it to a new chapter. Okay. This week should be all of the chapter. I am going to do vocabulary for this week. Before we start. So let me share my screen. Okay. So here's our vocabulario por chapter 3. Capítulo 3. Okay? To speak.
Hablar.
Hablar. You speak.
Habla.
Habla. English.
Inglés.
Excuse me.
Disculpe.
Disculpe. Spanish.
Español.
Español. German.
Alemán.
Alemán. French.
Francés.
Francés. You speak.
Hablas.
Hablas. This is informal. This is the informal you speak. Or.
O.
I speak.
Hablo.
Hablo. A little bit.
Un poco.
Un poco. Of.
De.
Yes.
Sí.
Sí. I also found out, I know that you can say claro, which is of course, but a lot of native Spanish speakers use claro and sí interchangeably. Italian.
Italiano.
Italiano. No.
No.
Where.
¿Dónde?
Donde. From.
De.
To be, which is the permanent state of being, like long term.
Ser.
You, for permanent states of being, it would probably describe how it would describe maybe where you are or something like that.
Es.
Or where you live. You, for permanent states of being, again, you are.
Eres.
I think this one, eres, is formal. Es is informal. They are, for permanent states of being.
Son.
They.
Ellos.
They, feminine.
Ellas.
I am, for permanent states of being, like I am from somewhere, or I am short. That's permanent states of being. Is not going to change, or not going to change anytime soon.
Soy.
The United States.
Los Estados Unidos.
This took me a while to learn. I don't know why. Mexico. Pon atención to the X. The X, it can be silent, like a lot of the letters. The X can be silent. Mexican.
Mexicano.
It kind of makes the H sound as well, I'm thinking. Okay, American.
Estadounidense.
Estadounidense. This is also one that I still cannot say.
Estadounidense.
Estadounidense. Canada.
Canadá.
Canadá. Canadian.
Canadiense.
Canadiense. They speak.
Hablan.
Hablan. To live.
Vivir.
Vivir.
Vivo.
Oops, lo siento. I live. Vivo. In.
En.
But.
Pero.
Pero. To love.
Encantar.
Encantar. I love it. Me
encanta.
Me encanta. Chile. Chile, lo siento. Chile.
Chile.
Chile. Spring.
Primavera.
Primavera. Winter.
Invierno.
Invierno. Which sounds very similar to summer if you're like me. Summer.
Verano.
Verano. Invierno. For winter, okay, I got an idea. For winter, if you are struggling with remembering invierno, think about the first two letters. In. You are in the house during winter most of the time, sí or no? So, invierno. Whereas summer, verano. You know, it sounds like a very open word, outside word, verano. The I is very wide. Verano. Invierno is very constricted, very tight. So that's how you can try and remember winter versus summer. Argentina. Argentina. January.
Enero.
Enero. When.
¿Cuándo?
¿Cuándo? Fall.
Otoño.
Otoño. These are our vocabularios, palabras, vocabularios. I don't know, maybe. So I have to kind of look through both chapter 1 and chapter 2. We should have really did that on Sunday. Maybe go do a review on Sunday of chapter 1. So that we won't forget the words that we learned in the previous chapter. I don't know if these are the same. So nationality, we did, I think. Nationality.
Nacionalidad.
Nacionalidad. Arab.
Árabe.
Árabe. Argentinian.
Argentino, Argentina.
Argentino, Argentina. Australian.
Australiano, australiana.
Australiano, australiana. Bolivian.
Boliviano, boliviana.
Boliviano, boliviana. Brazilian.
Brasileño, brasileña.
Brasileña, brasileño. Chilean.
Chileno, chilena.
Chileno, chilena. Chinese.
Chino, china.
Chino y China. Colombian.
Colombiano, colombiana.
Colombiano, colombiana. Costa Rican.
Costarricense.
Costarricense. Cuban.
Cubano, cubana.
Cubano, cubana. Ecuadorian.
Ecuatoriano, ecuatoriana.
Ecuatoriano, ecuatoriana. El Salvadorian.
Salvadoreño, salvadoreña.
Salvadoreño y salvadorena. Spanish.
Español, española.
Español, española. European.
Europeo, europea.
Europeo, europea. No, I gotta listen to that one more time.
Europeo, europea.
Europeo, okay. Europeo, lo siento, y'all. I can't say this.
Europeo, europea.
Europeo, Europeo. Europea. Okay? Europeo. Europea. I gotta work on that one. Equatorial Guinea.
Ecuatoguineano. Ecuatoguineana.
Ecuatoriano. Ecuatoriana. British.
Británico. Británica.
Británico.
Guatemalteco. Guatemalteca.
Guatemalan. Guatemalteco. Guatemalteca. Honduran.
Hondureño. Hondureña.
Hondureño. Hondureña. Japanese.
Japonés. Japonesa.
Japonés. Japonesa. Nicaraguan.
Nicaragüense.
Nicaragüense. Panamanian.
Panameño. Panameña.
Panameño. Panameña. Paraguayan.
Paraguayo. Paraguaya.
Paraguayo. Paraguay.
Paraguayo. Paraguaya.
That sounds like a food. Peruvian.
Peruano. Peruana.
Peruaño. Peruaña. It's like Uruaño. So it's kind of like your Portuguese.
Portugués. Portuguesa.
Portugués. Portuguesa. Puerto Rican.
Puertorriqueño. Puertorriqueña.
Puertorriqueño. Puertorriqueña. Dominican.
Dominicano. Dominicana.
Dominicano. Dominicana. Russian.
Ruso. Rusa.
Ruso. Rusa. Turkish.
Turco. Turca.
Turco. Turca.
Uruguayo. Uruguaya.
Uruguayo. Uruguaya. Venezuelan.
Venezolano. Venezolana.
Venezolano. Venezolana. And we'll do the flashcards probably this week for chapter 1 and chapter 2. Okay. So places, we just nationalities, places. How many of these is it? Okay. The east.
El este.
El este. The north.
El norte.
El norte. The west.
El oeste.
El oeste. The south.
El sur.
El sur. Country.
País.
País. Germany.
Alemania.
Alemania. Australia.
Australia.
Australia. Bolivia.
Bolivia.
Bolivia. Brazil.
Brasil.
Brazil. Yo, okay. There's a club with the same name, and I thought I was tripping. Maybe I was spelling it wrong because I knew it to have an S, but it has a Z, and I'm like, am I tripping? Am I tripping? But I was spelling it, I guess, how I heard the word the first time, like how I first saw the name Brazil, which was in Spanish in a Spanish class. So if you spell Brazil with an S, you are correct in another language. China.
China.
China. Colombia.
Colombia.
Colombia. Costa Rica.
Costa Rica.
Costa Rica. Cuba.
Cuba.
Cuba. Ecuador.
Ecuador.
Ecuador. El Salvador.
El Salvador.
El Salvador. Spain.
España.
España. Europe.
Europa.
Europa. I see, as you can see, ropa is in here. So maybe that might help you with Europa. Europa. France.
Francia.
Francia. I would imagine that this would have had like an X tilde at the top. Equatorial Guinea.
Guinea Ecuatorial.
What?
Guinea Ecuatorial.
Guinea Equatorial. Great Britain.
Gran Bretaña.
Gran Bretaña. Guatemala.
Guatemala.
Guatemala. And in most cases, well, I don't know what the ratio is, but there are a large amount of words where the he is that sound, the h sound, And then there are times when the he is the good sound. This is one of them where you just have to know the word to make sure that you're saying good instead of huh, and vice versa. So Guatemala. Uh-oh. What I do? Vocabulario. Okay. We got a few more, y'all. These are the languages. Okay. I'm just gonna
Árabe.
Arabic, Árabe, Chinese,
Chino.
Chino, Creole,
Criollo.
Criollo, Dutch.
Holandés.
What? Okay. Holandés. Language.
Idioma.
Idioma. Japanese,
Japonés.
Japonés, indigenous language,
Lengua originaria.
lingua originaria, Portuguese,
Portugués.
Portuguese, Russian,
Ruso.
Russo, Turkish,
Turco.
Turco. Small talk. At all?
Absolutamente nada.
Absolutamente nada. Welcome.
Bienvenido.
Bienvenido. Of course.
Claro.
Claro. That's what we were talking about when you can say yes. And sometimes when instead of sí, you can replace it with claro. That's one of the easiest things to kind of like remember. If you want to sound more authentic. Where do you live?
¿Dónde vive usted?
¿Dónde vive usted? Vive usted? If you're just learning Spanish for like literally the first time, don't worry about this. Don't worry about most of these except for like those singular words. Where do you live?
¿Dónde vives?
¿Dónde vives? I'm sorry.
Lo siento.
Lo siento. More or less.
Más o menos.
Más o menos. Nothing.
Nada.
Nada. Too much.
No mucho.
No. I'm sorry. Not much. No. Sorry. Excuse me.
Perdón.
It is like when you're trying to get through to I don't know if this is where you're trying to get past someone or if you're like and you're apologizing for it. So perdón, lo siento, you know, I'm sorry. Perdón. You bump into him, so you say perdón. But if you're trying to pass them, like get out, like move out the way, maybe it's something else. I don't know. So They messing up my string with all this foolishness. Okay, I don't know where we stopped, but we were doing the months. January, enero, February, March, marzo. Y'all hear that? That sounds like an S. Marzo. April, abril, May, mayo, June, junio, July, August, agosto. I mixed these two up on purpose. Gusto, pero it's agosto. Agosto. Listen. Agosto. So you want to replace those U's with O's. Agosto. September. Septiembre. October. Octubre. Here is the reverse. You getting rid of that O and making it a U. November. Noviembre and December. Diciembre. That was a lot, and we still had to do the chapters. So, what is this? Oh. Oh, y'all can't see the screen. Okay.
¿De dónde es usted?
Where are you from? ¿De dónde es usted?
Listen and repeat the following. ¿Dónde? Which means where.
¿Dónde?
Let's hear you say where.
¿Dónde?
¿Dónde? Listen to the way you would say from. De. Let's
De.
hear that again. De.
De.
Can you figure out how to say from where?
¿De dónde?
In Spanish, de. Can you figure out?
¿De dónde?
¿De dónde?
In Spanish, de is used for both from and of. But don't worry, the context of the conversation will help you decide which one is being used. To say, to be, for permanent states of being, you would say
Ser.
Ser.
We already learned one of the ways to say to be in Spanish.
Estar.
Remember that
Estar.
is used for states of being that are temporary. For example,
Estoy cansada.
I am tired
Ser.
is the second way to say to be in Spanish, and it is used for states of being that do not change, or at least do not change easily or quickly. For example,
Soy alta.
I am tall.
Soy alto. Alta. I am tall.
If you're in a formal setting, to say you are for permanent states of being, you'd use
Es.
Es.
Do you remember how to say you are for permanent states of being in a
Yes.
formal setting?
Permanent. Es.
Es.
Let's hear you say where.
¿Dónde?
¿Dónde?
Let's see if you can say from where.
¿De dónde? ¿De dónde?
¿De dónde?
Do you remember how to say you are for permanent states of being in a formal setting?
Es. Remember, formal and permanent states of being.
Es.
It's two factors here. You are, well, three actually. You are, because it's referring to you, not me, not them. You. Then there's permanent, the permanent state of being, which means it is ongoing or forever permanent. And then on top of that, it's formal or informal, meaning the conservative way, or the if you'll be saying it to somebody who it shows a form of respect. It shows a form of formality, like professionalism. So there's 3 things you have to think about when searching for whether or not it is. For those who are trying to figure that part out.
Let's see if you know the formal way to say, where are you from?
Pause. So where, donde, right? We know from is de, and we don't put in Spanish, the de or the from goes in the front. So de, donde. And so we know it's talking to somebody that you don't know already. So we know for a fact that it's going to be formal. And we know it's to that person individually, you. So we know it is the subject is in front, and you're not talking about somebody else or yourself. So de, donde, permanent state of being for the person in front of you that you are having the conversation with. And it's a permanent state of being. De donde es. That's what it should be. De donde es.
¿De dónde es usted?
Lo siento, forgot usted because of that formality. ¿De dónde es usted?
Listen to the informal way to say, you are, for permanent states of being.
Eres.
And this is informal. Eres. You are for permanent states of being. Eres. Meaning, everything we just said, everything we just learned, right? Is me talking to you. It's permanent, meaning it's describing something that is likely not going to change. The only thing that changes is how comfortable am I with that person I'm talking to.
There's an informal way to say, you are, for permanent states of being. What is it?
Eres.
Eres.
Speaking informally, how do you think you would say, where are you from?
¿De dónde eres? Tú, I would argue, if they're going to put usted, it should be tú. But ¿de dónde eres?
¿De dónde eres?
¿De dónde eres?
Listen carefully.
Son.
Means they are, for permanent states of being. Let's hear that one more time.
Son.
Son. Permanent states of being for they. Remember we talked about es was for you. I'm talking to you. But if I'm talking about them, son. Remember, it's permanent states of being. This didn't tell me if it was formal or informal. So I'm going to assume for now that it doesn't matter. So we'll see.
How do you say they are for permanent states of being?
Son.
Son.
Listen and repeat the following,
Ellos.
which means they.
Ellos.
Do you remember how to say they?
Ellos.
Ellos.
What is the proper way to say, where are they from?
Pause. De. Remember, de, the from is in the front for Spanish. From where are they? That is how you say, that is the direct translation. From where are they? That is a way you can say it in English. I don't know why they don't put that here. This is like old English, honestly. From where are they? That is I have a degree in professional writing with a minor in English. You can say from where are they, and people will know what you're saying. You just sound like, you know, closer to Shakespeare than modern day English, or maybe you sound more British. Anyway, de, where, from, donde, where are they? So we know it's the state of being, and it's referring to them, ellos. So in that context, we use eres. ¿De dónde eres? I feel like maybe we'll see.
¿De dónde son ellos?
Son ellos. Okay. I said eres. Lo siento. ¿De dónde son ellos? Okay. I forgot son because it is the plural form of are, to be. Son. And then they is separated. That's weird. But okay. That's weird. ¿De dónde son ellos? So now you're separating they and are for this. When it's plural, you're separating them. Because de dónde es, de dónde es, when you're talking to the person, they and are, you and are become one. Usted, nope, because usted is separated. Okay, got it. Usted represents the formal you. I guess the informal doesn't have one at all. Then they is replaced by ellos or ellas. And then we is going to be replaced by nosotros. Nosotros somos. Somos. Going to be replaced by somos. And that like article that goes with it is the son, es, I think son and es situation right there. Okay. ¿De dónde son ellos?
How would you informally say, where are you from?
This is informal. ¿De dónde es? ¿De dónde eres? ¿De dónde eres? Let's see.
¿De dónde eres?
Whoop, whoop. And that's why it's important to break down, for me, to break down each word and what the meaning is and the article, all that stuff, so that I can understand why things are the way they are.
What's the way to say, where are they from?
Okay. We got this, y'all. ¿De dónde son, because it's the plural form of to be, are, son ellos. ¿De dónde son ellos?
¿De dónde son ellos?
And now I probably should not, hopefully will not forget this.
Here's how you say, they, when talking about a group of females.
Ellas.
Ellas.
Did you notice that the English personal pronoun they has two Spanish equivalents?
Ellas.
And
Ellos.
See?
ellas is used for a group of women, and
Ellos.
is used for either a group of men or a mixed gender group. When talking about a group of women, how do you say they?
Ellas.
Ellas.
Can you put together the formal way to say, excuse me, where are they from? When talking about a group of ladies?
Remember, we went through our words, our palabras. Disculpe. ¿De dónde eres? No, ¿de dónde son ellas? Disculpe. ¿De dónde son ellas?
Disculpe, ¿de dónde son ellas?
How would you informally say, where are you from?
Informal. So they chilling. Remember, from where? De donde? I'm talking to you. Es, the state of being, the formal state of being. Es, and then I'm talking to you. Usted. ¿De dónde es usted?
¿De dónde eres?
Oh, informal. Dang it. That's my fault, y'all. I thought they said formal. ¿De dónde eres? But notice, this is what I want to point out. Notice that eres combines the state of being and who is talking to becomes eres, whereas the informal is es, and then separated is usted, who you talking to. Es, the state of being, and who you're talking to. I'm just saying. So that's a way to help you. De donde eres is together. The you are together.
What's the way to say, where are they from?
¿De dónde son ellos?
¿De dónde son ellos?
Do your best to formally say, excuse me, where are they from? When talking about a group of women.
Disculpe. ¿De dónde son, for the R, son ellas?
Disculpe, ¿de dónde son ellas?
Using what you've learned, see if you can figure out how to say, where is she from?
Oops. Where is she from? ¿De dónde? ¿De dónde? Where is she? So it's singular, ella. ¿De dónde es ella? What? ¿De dónde es ella? ¿De dónde? I don't know. I don't know this one.
¿De dónde es?
Oh, that's right, because you know who they're talking about. ¿De dónde es? And then they say, yes, you can say ella, but it's kind of redundant. So, ¿de dónde es? Okay.
There are many countries in Latin America and many beautiful places. If you like archaeological sites, you will find plenty, such as
Machu Picchu,
in Peru,
Petén,
in Guatemala, or
Palenque,
and
Chichén Itzá.
in Mexico. The nature is also amazing with beautiful mountains and beaches like
Cancún,
in Mexico, or the natural park
Las Torres del Paine,
in Chile. Also,
la Catedral de Sal,
in Colombia, an underground church built in a salt mine, and
El Salto Ángel,
Angel Falls in Venezuela, the highest waterfall in the world, are just a few examples of other attractions. There's an informal way to say, you are, for permanent states of being. What is it?
Eres.
eres,
How do you say, they are, for permanent states of being?
They are for permanent states of being. How do you say they are for permanent states of being? Pause. They are. Oh, son. Is that what they asking me?
son,
Okay.
Do you remember how to say, they?
Ellos.
ellos,
When talking about a group of women, how do you say, they?
Ellas.
ellas,
Now, how do you say, where is she from?
¿De dónde es? ¿De dónde es?
¿de dónde es?
We made it, y'all. We made it through. I think this is day 14. We made it through to day 14. We made it through lesson 3 of chapter 2, unit 1. If you have any questions, please leave a message in the comments. It's a review. What's this? It is a review. Y'all want to do a review? Let's see.
Now try and say,
Oh, God.
I speak a little bit of Spanish.
Habla un poco de español.
Hablo un poco de español.
Okay, now try to say, he speaks a little bit of Italian.
Él habla un poco de italiano.
Él habla un poco de italiano.
Now try and say, yes, I speak French.
Sí, hablo francés.
Sí, hablo francés.
Do you remember how to say, I don't speak English?
No hablo inglés.
No hablo inglés.
Woo! I breezed right through that, but it took me what? This is my third time. This is my third time doing this challenge. So going over it. And then I used to go over each lesson and review and chapter every weekend. The first challenge, the first 100 days. Okay, y'all, we done. Lesson 4. And mañana is lesson 4. And so I'm excited. I hope y'all are hanging in there, learning Spanish for whatever reason. And I will see y'all later. Peace.